Hello, everyone, and welcome to Child Development 103, Child Growth and Development Online. I wanted to make this quick video for you to introduce you to the course and help answer some of the questions you might have about the textbook. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we will take a look together at the Canvas page. So I'm going to go to student view, and this should depict what you're seeing other than these purple or hot pink bars there, right? So on the welcome page, you see a picture of me, maybe a couple years old. I might have looked a little bit younger than there, but I chose it for that reason. And you can click here to go to the start module. You can also have a look through at my office hours. I'm just going to click right away to click here. And right away, you have the different pages in the Start Here module. You want to take a look through all of these. They all give you a unique piece of information. So for instance, this tells you a little bit about me. Here is where you can access your syllabus. You can also read about the course description and learning outcomes. And you can look at the materials, required materials. You'll notice here it says you do not need to purchase a physical text. Instead, click on the link to the left called McGraw-Hill Connect. That's this link right here. And that's going to take you to a page to purchase access to your ebook so that you may complete assignments. Now, I'm going to click on this, and unfortunately, because I am signed in as a student, I'm not able to see it. We're going to come back to this. I want us to look a little bit through here first. So going to the modules, you have the start here. You also have this discussion area that's called Q&A Cafe, and this is a perfect place for you to ask questions that you might have that you think your other student colleagues might have as well. So rather than emailing me every time you have a question, which you're more than welcome to do, you can also post it here at the Q&A Cafe, and other students might be able to answer you, or other students could say, yeah, I was wondering that myself. We jump right in. This is a really busy class. Anybody who told you taking an online class is easy lied. There's a lot of work in online classes. So we jump right in with a few different assignments. You have the syllabus quiz, and as I told everybody, you need to take that by Wednesday in order not to get dropped from the class. And then you have introductions. Your introductions are video introductions. So just like I'm making a video for you now, you're going to make a video. When you click on here, it gives you directions and a place to click to find out how to make a Flipgrid video. Then you have lectures to watch. So this is a video lecture where you get to hear me talk, and then right below it is a lecture for you to go through at your own pace. It's really important that you're reading all of these slides. These are meant to be in addition to what you're already learning with your reading, but I think you'll find them helpful. Then you go down to, for instance, Chapter 1. This is, again, because I'm signed in Student View, I can't go. I'm going to show you in a minute. But when you click on that assignment, this is what takes you to your ebook. So let's leave Student View, and I'll go back into my view so that I can connect in. Your page is going to look a little bit different than this, but I'm going to go to my Connect section. And once I get here, you'll see I have this LS. LS stands for Learn Smart. Learn Smart is the assignment that you do every week. It involves you reading the chapter, but answering questions as you go. So for example, I'm going to go in as a student. All right, so while this is opening up, what it's doing is it's bringing me to the book, and right away it asks me to answer a question. The blank family generally includes 1 or 2 parents and their children, whether biological or adopted. I'm not sure I know the answer to this, so I'm going to click Read About This. Little hint, I do know the answer, but I'm showing you how to get back here. And what this does is this brings me back to the highlighted area is where that question was. Now, it shouldn't have opened quite where it did. It should have opened for you at the first page, right? And so from the first page, You will read along with the chapter. You read everything, whether or not it's highlighted. The highlighted is just some areas that the publishers think you might have highlighted on your own. So there are things that they consider important. What you have down here says practice. So this, if you look at this bar, it says you have 43 items left. They want you to answer 43 questions to complete this assignment. So the nuclear family generally includes 1 or 2 parents and their children, whether biological, adopted, or stepchildren. And you know what? I'm really confident about that. I know that answer. And sure enough, I'm correct. So now I only have 42 left. A family consisting of multi-generational kinship network is called an extended family. And I'm going to say I think so. And sure enough, I am correct. What stages of development focuses on attachment and acquiring motor skills? Although you'll learn later, attachment is my area of expertise, I'm going to pretend like I don't know this and say middle childhood. And I'm going to say, yeah, no, I know for sure. And it turns out I'm wrong. So what you'll see is that it did not take an item away. I still have 41 items. I can click on read about this to go back to where they talk about it. But the important thing to note is that you have to get them right in order for the items to go away. So as you're reading, sometimes it will remind you that you haven't practiced in a while to come answer some of these questions, or sometimes you get on a roll with these questions and it reminds you you haven't read in a while, particularly if you get a few wrong in a row. So that is the SMART book. And another option that you have is after you have read your chapter for the Learn Smart, but you want to say study for an exam, you can come back and go to ebook. You don't have to go through the Learn Smart again. And within the ebook, you can click and read directly. And this reads through just like your textbook would. Now, not everybody loves online textbooks, and I do understand that. And that's one of the reasons why we try to offer you the option of borrowing a hard copy of the book. So we have a limited number of books. We're only allowed to loan them out after the first 2 weeks of the semester unless you work in a licensed child care setting. So for the first 2 weeks, we reserve the right to hold the textbooks for people who qualify for the CDTC, which is the Child Development Training Consortium. And those people work in a licensed facility with children, and they are able to borrow textbooks, and also if you qualify, get some of your tuition reimbursed. So for the first 2 weeks, we reserve all of the textbooks for those people, and then after that, anybody else is allowed to borrow them. However, if you borrow a textbook, please remember that you still have to purchase the online access. Online access is $90, and I recognize that that might be an impediment for some people. So I'd like to invite you to come talk to me if that is. Send me an email, make an appointment to talk to me on the phone, over Zoom, in person, whatever it may be. I don't want the cost of a textbook to stop you from taking this class. So we will try to figure it out. The great news is when you go to sign in, everybody gets 2 weeks free. So go ahead and get signed up for now. Everybody, even if you have the $90, everybody should be doing the 2 weeks free just to make sure this is something you want to do. And you will get a chance to try it for 2 weeks before you have to pay the $90. So even those of you who are a little concerned about the money, go ahead and start with that. It's been great chatting with you, and I look forward to having as many Zoom meetings as we can. Feel free to email me, give me a phone call. Any questions you might have, I'm happy to answer. You can always stop by my office too. I would love to meet you in person. Just because we're online doesn't mean we can't meet in person. Anyways, have a great rest of your day.